get there, please take a picture of the program and send it to me.
As soon as we get there, we'll call you.
No problem.
Okay, Chief.
Anda bengarai ko odo woni rubi. Odo woni represent district 1. Only ono. Tango FC president woni do. Story ono send to what video video wow. Anakude. Kala kullo ka aduna do. Ai volume fala. Lebih dari kayu tiga. Okay, Jamal, I'm going to do it on that end. On Tulbe, I'm going to do it on sending people on video. What one of the military or no? Maybe I know. Yeah. Ala jama ngido ko arande honorable ni Rugias Bari ala ngido eka kilti be ari japagol ala ko se gale mo ni to do Aí não vou debater a moto.
Yawan hasirin jahan da na wodu no. Jahan da na wodu no. Jahan da ya kula duko.
Jamaa sena mado moja nongo ndare lu tola bi alhamdulillah.
Haji, I'll take it.
phones to take videos or photos. Let's put our flashlight off. It is disturbing some of us, please. As soon as you find yourself inside, find a space to sit, please. Please, let's be seated. We don't want to see people walking around except the protocol people, please. The program is about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good afternoon. It is a honor and privilege to welcome you to this significant conference focusing on empowering the Fullas in Liberia for equality, justice, and inclusion. We are gathered here today to address vital issues that affect the Fulla community while suitable solutions through dialogue, partnership, and diplomacy. So, this platform brings together key stakeholders, including government officers, members of the legislature, religious groups, our esteemed elders of the Fulla community, who collectively play a critical role in shaping and uplifting our society. Let us recognize and applaud the importance of this movement as we aim to foster inclusivity, equality, and progress for the Fulla community in Liberia and beyond. With this note, I want to call one of our sect from 17th Street Mosque to do our opening prayers. We want a representative from 17th Street Mosque to come and do an opening prayer for us.
Thank you very much. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ومن يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My respected elders, brothers and sisters, our government officials, on behalf of the United Our Ummah of Liberia, we will play this role at the moment because we were asked to represent the institution. Alhamdulillah, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, Ihdina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin, Amin. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. As we can see,
very personal to our community. It is interesting to know that FPU was established in 2010. So it is not a new organization in Nigeria. In 2010, few of the concerned flags, including the president, the vice president, and other distinguished members, saw the need to address some of the situations that the Fulla community is faced. At the time, the late Alhaji Kasim Brigade was the governor of the Fulla community. We saw him struggling to assist members of our community. We saw him being so passionate about helping his community. But we realized that he had so many challenges. So against this background, we decided to establish the Liberian Fulla movement for progressive development, which has changed to FPU, to help address some of the situations that members of our communities were faced with. Talking about discrimination, talking about harassment, and talking about marginalization. We saw our people being discriminated. So against this background, we started to work with the Fulla governor to ensure that we work with the relevant stakeholders in government to address some of these situations. We visited police stations at night. We visited communities at night just to rescue some of our members that were being harassed and discriminated against. Today, we have FPU, which is a household name in Liberia. And as you see our team talks about empowering Fullas in Liberia for what? Equality, justice, and inclusion. And the only way we can achieve these goals is to come together like this in this forum and see how we can make recommendations to the relevant government, institution, or stakeholder to be able to address our situation. Now I will go to Fulla because this is a Fulla conference. Hello, Jalali going? Okay, go back to Lago. I want to know how to see how you are. Okay. But we want to avoid the angle. We want to go Jamal. P1, me want the FP. Man, me want the organization for FP. 2010. What me I'm a majority of the me he Alhaji Gale. One of one for young to the Jamal. I auto Marano. I chop Keke Omara. Now fair Pepe. Me one of young to the Jamal. So majority mainly, then I can bend the form of FP one to go well. Fee your well on to be serious. But the Amara the Amara got a yes of I want that push one to go well. The one you work the heavy kind of penny, what they can be having a soccer, the Yaki Benno, the one in Jamal. One what the city men of the Halal one to them. One of what the influence of their family. They will say no one no poor no one not a poor no one no what the food there. And then you will live on the one the food there. But to be what the how organization for. If you wrong at all one for the young to behave fair. Maybe how to understand. Now we'll see la money. Joke et la cadinasi la money. For you to get. For what you what they end up. And Yata Jama. See your Anna onti. Mas onti the Alaka escalate. Maraki Manti said. See onti the invitima in a to end up in la Kakari. We may have the tax for having. For the the only thing I do is to go to the water temple. Or you like at another. But take to our love. Never know. Kono si continue no woni ka cool. I say I'm not that. I'm forced to hold a man to go. So for you, FPU fan one. Feel me yet to do. Jokia enna. Si order the mighty order the mighty. What the hell more? Or anana. Or in the ice at the wall like that. Kono hanne. La hanne ni alaka mi kolla kano. Iye bi kolla ko tetu na mo fo. Kono ba ko alaka kwele ma ono o tetu na ontiki. Mi la fala hala de hanne. Mi ko bi pulto. Pil. La yidi fulbele. Ai si mali hanne. Jangos la akwe. La fala akude. Pul. Baini kati hajo na lelashi ka. Awala wala hulu betampo ye. La wali pula kwe. La wali pula. So hara nacha tukata onfo. Han never not onfo. Fi hulu baina katin to the ka. Si peri mi do. Odua kayade. Or what I don't want to report more. Only from men, problem on, or not doka, cultival, capration, the one I don't recommendation for the Habata well. Maybe a lot of lady. If the anniversary of conference, when a hand the body for to that channel, lofa, we don't have a vice person on time. Now, see the Jabali Agua. So that's the program, Gini, or here I photo Jima on phone. So we had I don't mean now welcome. I started back in a while Fulla. Okay, thank you to our mother, Councillor Isaac Kenneth. She said key things: discrimination, harassment. Every Fulani in this building understand these words. Whether you are a Liberian, whether you are an immigrant. And today I see our lawmakers in the building. My own lawmaker from District 17, the Honorable DJ Blue, Bernard Benson. And I see our own Fulani pride and joy. District number 1, Ricky Curry. We need you guys to please look into our discomfort for us. And we want to say thank you to our president, Alhaji Sangare, for taking initiative along with the team. These are issues that should be looked into for our community. Next on the agenda, we have the recognitions of guests. And this is going to be done by Suleiman Jallo, the Vice President for Operation FPU.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Let me say good afternoon. Thank you to everybody for being here today. First of all, let me recognize Honorable Sister Roki Barry, our guest speaker, District 1 representative, and our Honorable Bernard Blue, DJ, District 17 representative, you are recognized to be among us here today in this wonderful program for inclusivity in our country, Liberia. Because inclusion is something we call a good governance system, is something that can open opportunity for everybody. We like to recognize the officers from the Bureau of Immigration and Naturalization for their presence here is another wonderful for the Fulla community to receive high level from the immigration to discuss issues concerning empowering the Fulla against discrimination for inclusion. We also like to recognize our governors. We have our Buffalo governors who come from a far place, just arrived to the world. We'd like to recognize you and say thank you for the long journey to Monrovia for this wonderful day. I'd like to recognize the people, please, honorable from the Buffalo County, show up any people who are here. Okay. We also like to recognize Auntie Jalo, the former advisor to the president. We like to recognize Yusuf Pai, our brother from the Tanzania of Nigeria. We like to recognize the former president of Black United, Mr. Baba Barry, Mr. Abubakar Jan, for being here. We like to recognize Abubakar Sedi for being here with us, also the head of the Money Changer Group. We like to recognize the Vice Governor for Administration, Mr. Mahmoud Keita, and the Vice President for Operation, Mr. Muhammad Saliu Jallo. We like to recognize our special father, Mr. Ibrahim Lamijase Mamo, our father, our landlord, so for being part of us in this program today. We like to recognize our imams, Alhaji Khalil Jallo, we like to recognize Alhaji Ismail Jallo, Imam of Kansas Street and Peace Market. We like to recognize Mr. Muhammad Ali Bah, the person who risks themselves, taking fear away and try to say we want to be part of the legislature. Ali Bah, we respect you, we admire you, we recognize you for being the president. Because you are the people who open the door. So we love you, my brother. We'd like to recognize the governor of Grand Cape County, how do you call it? Bogosan. So they are not the only for that. Okay, we'd like to recognize our governor from Red Light. We'd like to recognize our governor from New York Town. We'd also like to recognize all the organizations, our fathers, our brothers and sisters, to recognize all the institutions who will not be here. A special recognition that the practice of the Fulla Progressive Union of Liberia for their hard work, for their strong mind of to make sure whether they are supported or not, but they continue to work hard to make sure Fulla should be recognized in Liberia. We'd like to also recognize all those who participated here together. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for giving me this opportunity to do the recognition. But let me just not end here. I do recognize our people from Magidi County, especially Captain Tree, Bonostan, Radio Teams. So thank you for the opportunity to say more about the Fulla Progressive Union and the inclusive of our community in our nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jallo. When the wise speak, it sounds pleasant to listen. I just want to make an announcement. Whosoever wants to use him or herself, his or herself should contact the protocol people. We have that here for you to use yourself. So that's the announcement I want to make. Thank you very much. Yes, my sister.
We have graphic presentation, Rama Banigo Jallo, and Fatimata Jallo. They might come one after the other. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu tubu ilallahi taubatan nasuhan asa rabbukum ayyukaffir Baballahu masalan lilladzina kafaru
ضرب الله مثلا للذين كفروا ضرب الله مثلا للذين كفروا ضرب الله مثلا للذين كفروا ضرب الله مثلا من عبادنا فصالحين فخانتاهما فلم يغنيا عنهما من الله شيئا وقيل ادخلا النار مع الداخلين وضرب الله مثلا للذين آمنوا ضرب الله مثلا للذين آمنوا امرأة فرعون إذ قالت رب ابن لي عندك بيتا في الجنة ونجني من فرعون وعمله ونجني من القوم الظالمين ومريم ابنة عمران التي أحصنت فرجها فنفخنا فيه من روحنا وصدقت بكلمات ربها وكتبه وكانت من القانتين. صدق الله.
Thank you so much for that beautiful Quranic recitation, Marina Barilo Jallo. We are waiting on the arrival of the Fulla governor. He's close by. Next for Quranic recitation, we have Fatimata Jallo.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم تر أن الله يعلم ما في السماوات وما في الأرض ما يكون من نجوى ثلاثة إلا هو رابعهم ولا خمسة إلا هو سادسهم ولا خمسة إلا هو سادسهم ولا أدنى من ذلك ولا أكثر إلا هو معهم أينما كانوا ثم ينبئهم بما عملوا يوم القيامة إن الله عليم ألم تر إلى الذين نهوا عن النجوى ثم يعودون لما قالوا ثم يعودون لما قالوا ثم يقولون لما نهوا عنه ويتناجون بالإثم والعدوان ومعصية الرسول وإذا جاءوك حيوك بما لم يحيك به الله ويقولون في أنفسهم لولا يؤدبنا الله بما نقول حسبهم جهنم يصلونها وبئس المصير يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا تناجيتم فلا تتناجوا بالإثم والعدوان ومعصية الرسول وتناجوا بالبر والتقوى واتقوا الله الذي إليه تحشرون إنما النجوى من الشيطان ليحزن الذين آمنوا وليس بضارهم شيئا إلا بإذن الله وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قيل لكم تفسحوا في المجالس فافسحوا يفسح الله لكم وإذا قيل انشدوا فانشدوا يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم والذين أوتوا العلم درجات والله بما تعملون خبير صدق الله العظيم. Thank you, Fatima Tajallo, for that beautiful Quranic recitation. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all stand as we recognize the Governor Alhaji Bailo Supaso, Governor of the Fulani community in Liberia. I have the master sheet of the program. I might change. We call on for another Quranic recitation, Mustafa Jalwa. Please have your seat. We'll call. Okay, before the presentation, may we all now please stand as we welcome the governor of the Fulani community in Liberia, His Excellency Alhaji Bayo Super So. Along with his entourage, Alhaji Bayo Super So. You can please have your seats.
Assalamu alaikum. Si ala ke tori ke delga soma yo serna lega hara jot ba ke kolega plasi di tuna doga. Yang ya to hakke. Hara protocol on the region ala je ke titulaire mabenden be tolike joni continue programme en foda ben ka jodo den jeri entourage ala jemo yo senor lega entourage yo senor lega julle do ga ka jode continue. Can we please take our seats? Okay.
Quranic recitation. We call on Mustafa Jallo.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الناس ضرب مثل فاستمعوا له. إن الذين تدعون من الله لن يخلقوا ذبابا ولو اجتمعوا له وإن يصلبهم الذباب شيئا لا يستنقذوه منه ضعف الطالب والمطلوب ما قدروا الله حق قدره إن الله لقوي عزيز. الله يصطفي من الملائكة رسلا ومن الناس إن الله سميع بصير يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم وإلى الله ترجع الأمور. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اركعوا واسجدوا واعبدوا ربكم وافعلوا الخير لعلكم تفلحون. وجاهدوا في الله حق جهاده هو اجتباكم وما جعل عليكم في الدين من حرج ملة أبيكم إبراهيم هو سماكم المسلمين من قبل وفي هذا ليكون الرسول شهيدا عليكم وتكونوا شهداء على الناس فأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة واعتصموا بالله هو مولاكم فنعم المولى ونعم النصير صدق الله العظيم.
Before we call the cultural group, I want to recognize few personalities that came before the recognition of our Honorable Vice President for Operation. We want to recognize our own Honorable Abraman Barry, who is here, and Honorable Cherno Jallo, and his friend from Mali, another Honorable Cherno, and we would like to recognize the Vice President for Administration for Tabita Pulaku, APGT Bank. And we would also like to recognize the Mr. Saifullah. These are the pillars behind this program. So we will not see them here, recognizing them. I would like to recognize Mr. Bailo Jalo, who is commonly called Bailo Itel. So all of them are the brains behind this, and we like to recognize Mr. Ismail Jalo. Thank you.
Culture is the heartbeat of any community, the thread that ties us to our ancestors, the pattern that guides future generations. It is through music, dance, and art that we tell our stories, share our values, and celebrate our heritage. Up next, we are honored to witness a vibrant cultural performance to capture our hearts and reminds us of the beauty of our Fulani culture. We'd like to call on the FPU Cultural Group.
Kota Seni, Anjalama. One
Mr. Bai.
Thank you to our cultural performers for that beautiful performance.
here in Liberia. She has also served as a member of several national and international organizations, including but not limited to sub-regional consultation group reviewing the World Bank strategy for Africa, and co-committee member on the impact of the global financial crisis on the West African states. She also served the Liberia Business Association as someone who believes in entrepreneurship. Her travels have taken her to America, Asia, Europe, and to many African countries. She speaks and writes 2 international languages, including French and English. Our keynote speaker is a true champion of unity, justice, and inclusivity. Now, I firmly believe I was not wrong when I said, in the world of great people, there where her name belongs. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished platform guests, please join me and rise in applause as we welcome to this podium our keynote speaker, in person of Honorable Rugiatu Bari, representative of Monserrado County, Electoral District Number 1.
Please have your seat. I'm sorry, I'm not me. I can't put up. Your Excellency, Alhaji Bailo Subaso, Governor of the Fulla community, Alhaji Ibrahim Sangari Kamara, President of the Fulla Progressive Union, Mr. Yusuf Bari, President of Capital Fulla Group, my own colleague and brother, Honorable Bernard Blue Benson, Representative District 17, Monserrado County, the high table guest, my elders, governors, and representatives from various counties in Liberia, imams, distinguished guests, members of the executive of FPU, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you on this momentous occasion as we gather under the theme in how we are treated, and inclusion ensures that our voices are heard in nation decision-making process. So let me come down to the 5 steps that I have. 1 is strictly development. If we must thrive in our nation, if we must be a part of the society, if we must contribute to this society, to this nation, education and empowerment is one of the key points that we want to achieve. Education is the most powerful tool for empowerment in our community. Access to quality education must be prioritized. We must prioritize quality education for our children. We always say that education, the youth are they are the leader of the nation, right? If we don't empower them through education and skills, we will not have, the kind of youth to lead our nation. We must advocate for scholarships and funding opportunities for the Fulla students. I repeat, we must, as a community, we must do everything that we can to help to get scholarship to our young people, nationally and internationally. We must establish community learning centers to enhance literacy, vocational training, and entrepreneurship skills. Everybody may not want to go to the full world of the school system, but some people can do vocational skills training and be able to contribute as well to the society. We must encourage the education of girls and women. Hello. We must encourage the education of girls and women, ensuring that they too have equal opportunity. If we say, background is business management. And so you can turn that concept of water into something that is very big, depending on the data in which you manage the business. We should also partner with government and private institutions to ensure the inclusion of Fulla-owned businesses in national development projects.
So that we can be able to hear him because he will be live.
Number 3, advocating for equal representation in government or in the government. Representation is essential for achieving equality and justice. Fullas must not be segregated. Fullas must not be marginalized. Fullas must have a voice at decision making. They should be able to sit around the table as well to make decisions that will positively affect the lives of this nation and their community. So we must representation is essential to achieve equality and justice. Fulla must have a voice at decision-making table at all levels, local, regional, and national. We should have a voice. We are a part of this nation. We are in charge of this nation. We must have a voice. We should be able to participate in everything. Encourage capable Fulla individuals to run for public office and take leadership role in community organizations. Those who are capable to do that, they should be encouraged to be around the table. You should have to be a partaker of some of the for example, elections. Whether it is community elections, whether it is national elections at that level, we should encourage our people to participate, to be a part of it. And not just encourage them, we should support them financially, morally, every possible. We should build alliance with other communities to advocate for inclusive policies that benefit all Nigerians. We should strengthen the role of organizations like the Fulla Progressive Union to be a unified voice for our people. Today we see FPU has spread across the entire nation, and they have started a process that, inshallah, we know at the end of the day, we will accomplish what we have been seeking. So we need to support them, we need to encourage them, we need to work with them. So we want to reach our goal. Number 4, promoting unity within a community. Inclusion starts from home. But divided us cannot stay. You cannot go divided and then you expect people to work with you. Who will they work with? Are they going to work with this group or are they going to work with this group? People normally like to see a unified group and work with them. But we cannot be divided and we expect to make things happen. To empower the Fulla, we must first foster unity amongst ourselves. Division and internal conflict weaken our collective strength. Let us embrace dialogue and collaboration to resolve disagreement. Let us celebrate our cultural identity while respecting the identity within our community. Let us encourage mentorship between generations, ensuring that our youth are guided by the wisdom of the elders. A united Fulla community is a powerful team. A united Fulla community is a powerful team. Number 5, championing social justice and empathy. True justice is achieved when every member of society is treated fairly and equitably. This means addressing systemic issues that marginalize communities like ours. We must advocate for equal access to public services, including healthcare, education, and housing. We must work with the government to ensure laws and policies protect the rights of all. My honorable projection number 17, I'm going to signal you out because we are in the House of Representatives together, and I'm going to read this because I want you to join forces with me to also advocate for this community. We must work with the community. We must work with the government to ensure laws and policies protect the rights of all nations, including minority groups like the Fulla. All of what they have to do. People don't know me or know that. Give me as a mother. And we must promote gender equality, ensuring that women and girls in our community have the same rights and opportunity as men. So call to action. What do we need to do? Today, as we reflect on this theme, I urge each of us to take responsibility for the progress of the Fulla community. All of us, let us start to mentor and support our youth. We need to guide them. We need to put them on the right path. We need to give them the right advice. That's what mentoring is, so that they can grow, they can become better than you. Let us advocate for policies that promote equality, justice, and inclusion. Let us invest in a future by supporting education, businesses, and leadership development. Empowerment, equality, justice, and inclusion are not just ideas. They are a building block of a better future for our community and the nation at large. In conclusion, let us remember that the success of the Fulla community is intertwined with the progress of this nation, Liberia. And working together, we can break barriers, open doors, and build a future where every Fulla individual has the opportunity to thrive. Thank you, and may God bless all of you.
That's my immediate boss, Honorable Rugia Tubari. I want to recognize our brothers and partners from the US, the FPU USA branch. You are well recognized for the support and for everything that you have been doing for the success of this program. We recognize the chairman, Alhaji Dr. Ahmed Ba III, for his resilience and support that he has been giving. And we recognize our brothers from Komi County, both from Topago and Dar. We recognize our brothers from Wajibi County.
All right, getting done there, right? Okay.
Mr. Majabari, the president of the Fulla Business Association, and I would also like to recognize few individuals that supported the program. I would like to recognize Al-Haji Al-Sani Ba, commonly known as Al-Haji Monoma. I would like to recognize Al-Haji Suleiman Bongore. I would like to recognize Mr. Abubakar Jare of Red Light. I would also like to recognize Mr. Muhammad K. Jalo and brother. And I would like to recognize Alpha Ibrahim Jalo and his father Amadou Salah. And I would also like to recognize Goodwill, our father, Alhaji Idrissa Jalo, for his wonderful support. And I would like
Close your camera. Tell Haji to close the camera. Tell Haji to close the camera.
So, Mr. Bai, if you get me, you can unmute.
I am waiting for them to call me, introduce me. Now I'll get on. You can put me in the background. Okay.
Okay, all right. We're waiting for the team. We just grab signal from the team.
Me and my sister here. Put me in the background. Tell ask her to introduce me when I'm ready. You got me?
Okay, all right, Mr. Bai.
Put me in the background. Wait till I'm ready for my remarks.
All right. Okay, we're trying to reconnect with our team at the ministerial complex. As we continue on this broadcast, this wonderful afternoon from the nation's capital in Monrovia. Listening to Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1 FM, and other frequencies across the country, bringing to you the Fulla Progressive Union. The program on today being held at the ministerial complex, and our team is there. Our also broadcast, we're trying to make sure to get back to them so we can have you on the platform. The One National Conference of the members of Fulla Progressive Union, which is currently
Choco, are you hearing me?
Yeah, Damo, are you there? I'm not seeing you, but I'm hearing you.
Yes, right now I'm in ghost mode. Just to bring you the audio, we're here. We've been here since 9 a.m. this morning at the ministerial complex for the
one national conference of the Fulla Progressive Union of Liberia. Keynote speaker is that of Representative Rugi Barry. You listen to her where she called for inclusiveness of the Fulani people in Liberia. She referred to them as a tribe in Liberia. We all do know that the Fulanis are on a drive for tribe status in our country. And she delivered a speech talking about inclusiveness, that girls within the Fulani community should be given opportunity to be educated so that they do have more Rugi Barries ascending to positions in Liberia. She also talked about Fulanis getting engaged in elections, even in their communities, whether community chairman election or on the national level. She's calling them, or she has called them to action, that they have a stake in this country, not just to do businesses and have shops and corporations and the rest, but they should be involved in assimilating deeply into the Liberian society because they are a part of Liberia. Their success is the success of Liberia. It's all intertwined. Chokon. We do have the Fulla governor here as well. The word governor is not just literally, it's being used in all aspects. I can tell you, Chokon, the Fulla governor arrived like the president of the Fulla community, that he is heavily protected as well. Alaji Super Soul, as he's popularly known, arrived here to a rousing welcome from his Fulani Kingsmen. Currently, what we have is an abrupt disruption of the program. I do see people waking up to leave because for approximately 7 minutes now, there's been an outage of the power grid here at the ministerial complex, Shokum.
Okay, in terms of the number of people in the hall, what can you say to the turnout?
Well, the
Are we
program
having
is
huge
massively
turnout there?
attended, I can tell you for sure. I didn't get the question. Repeat the latter parts of your
We
question,
having
Chokan.
a huge turnout in terms of the number of people in the hall and maybe around.
Of course, Chokon, it's been a massive turnout here. I can tell you the entire theater of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex is full to capacity. There are even others who haven't had the opportunity to get and to gain entry into the theater here because it's packed to capacity. Now, because of the power outage, and you know this place is an enclosed area, people are now going outside to get some proper ventilation. But even those who arrive late are unable to be processed to gain entry to this program. This is session number one. This is the general conference session. After this session, it will be a private session known as the business session, where the various branches of the Fulla Progressive Union of Liberia will be making their reports and recommendations will be made as well. So this is a very big program, Chokon.
Which is true. Aside from the Fulani in the hall, are there any other ordinary Liberians who are going to grace the occasion, maybe not belonging to the Fula tribe?
Well, I do see representatives from the Liberia Immigration Service, the LIS, the year on the program sheet should also be in attendance. The Liberia National Police, the vice president, we were told, according to the program sheet, is also to send in a proxy to attend this program as well. So the program is hugely or largely attended by Fulanis, but there are one or two non-Fulanis that are here in official and unofficial capacity.
Okay. Damo, what's about the in terms of security? How's the security situation at the complex, especially when you're having such a huge gathering? We expect that security should be in place and all of that.
Okay. So I just read the badge of a private security guard. It's called the Kuya Security Services. They're located in Douala. They are the ones providing security to this entire ministerial complex as of this program's, duration. I arrived there around 8 a.m. this morning just to set up, and I did see they had spread up or they had deployed all around the main entrance of the ministerial complex and all around the compound of the building. So I haven't seen officers of the Liberia National Police here, but the guards from the Kuya Security Service, they've been doing a wonderful job as well, making sure that there is law and order. People are moving in an orderly fashion. And to tell you for sure, Chokon, they're well organized as well.
Thank you, Damo. Is there anything else maybe that you want to add up, or as we wait for hour to be restored in the hall?
Well, we don't know how long it will take for power to be restored in the hall, in the theater. Yeah, I should tell you, we don't know how long that's going to take. But you in studio will take a musical interlude and this particular portion of the broadcast. And when power is restored, it's either we go using the same third-party software or we can do a solo broadcast from here. But due to the fact that we have a panelist appearing in from the US, I think the latter is what we are going to do once we power is restored here in the building. We could either give it a minute or two to see how long it's going to take, or a week two can go for a break from what we're doing here. And once power is restored, then we can return with the continuation of this broadcast. But the hall is emptying fastly. I should tell you that, Shokan. Thankfully, the keynote speaker had already given her speech, and the rest are just to be remarks. Even the high table has also been emptied in a very, very fast manner. Majority of those who are sitting on the front row of seats here at the high table, they've also vacated the hall, and people are now engaged in pocket conversations outside of the theater here of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex.
Thank you, Damo, and the rest of the team there. Like you said, you're going to stick around to see what's going to happen next. So thank you, Damo.
Thank you, Chokon.
Okay, we are bringing to you a live broadcast from the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Congotown, Monrovia. The one national conference of the members of the Fulla Progressive Union of Liberia. They are holding their one national conference on today, holding dialogue with stakeholders to discuss issues of national unity and the recognition of the Fulla people in Liberia and all of that. So our team, we're gonna do everything possible to rejoin our team, but